Hello everyone, it's time to continue my reading of Enuma Elish, one of the Mesopotamian creation myths, and today we're going to be doing Tablet 2. Tiamat assembled her creatures, drew up for battle against the gods her brood. Thereafter Tiamat, more than 𝀭Support, was become an evildoer. She informed Ea that she was ready for battle. When Ea heard this, he was struck dumb with horror and sat stock still. After he had thought and his distress had calmed, he made straight his way to Anshar, his grandfather. He came in before his grandfather, Anshar. All that Tiamat plotted he recounted to him. "My father, Tiamat our mother has grown angry with us. She has convened an assembly, furious with rage. All the gods rallied around her. Even those you created are going over to her side. They are massing around her, ready at Tiamat's side. Angry, scheming, never lying down night and day, making warfare, rumbling, raging, convening in assembly that they might start hostilities. Mother 𝀭Support, who can form everything, added countless invincible weapons, gave birth to monster serpents, pointed a fang with merciless incisors. She filled their bodies with venom for blood. Fierce dragons she clad with glories, causing them to bear auras like gods, saying, 'Whoever sees them shall collapse from weakness.' Wherever their bodies make onslaught, they shall not turn back. She deployed serpents, dragons, and hairy hero men, lion monsters, lion men, scorpion men, mighty demons, fish men, bull men, bearing unsparing arms, fearing no battle. Her commands were absolute, no one opposed them. 11 indeed on this wise she created. From among the gods her offspring, who composed her assembly, she raised up Kingu from among them. It was he she made greatest. Leadership of the army, command of the assembly, arming, contact, advance of the melee, supreme command in warfare, all she entrusted to him, made him sit on the dais. I cast your spell, I make you the greatest in the assembly of the gods. Kingship of all the gods I put in your power. You are the greatest, my husband, you are illustrious. Your command shall always be greatest over all the Enuna gods. She gave him the tablet of destinies, had him hold it to his chest, saying, As for you, your command shall not be changed, your utterance shall endure. Now that Kingu is the highest and has taken supremacy, and has ordained destinies for his divine children, whatever you gods say shall cause fire to subside. Your concentrated venom shall make the mighty one yield." When Anshar heard the speech, the affair was confused. He cried out, "Woe!" He bit his lip. His spirits were angry, his mind was uneasy. His cries to Ea, his offspring, grew choked. "My son, you yourself were instigator of battle. Do you bear the consequences of your own handiwork? You went forth and killed 𝀭Support, so Tiamat, whom you have enraged, where is one who can face her?" The sage counsellor, wise prince, producer of wisdom, divine Nudimud, answered his father Anshar gently, with soothing words, calming speech. "My father, inscrutable, ordainer of destinies, who has power to create and destroy, O Anshar, inscrutable, ordainer of destinies, who has power to create and destroy, I will declare my thoughts to you. Relent for a moment. Recall in your heart that I made a good plan. Before I undertook to kill 𝀭Support, who had foreseen what is happening now? Ere I was the one who moved quickly to snuff out his life, I indeed, for it was I who destroyed him. What was occurring?" When Anshar heard this, it pleased him. He calmed down, saying to Ea, "Your deeds are worthy of a god. You can—" a fierce, irresistible stroke. "Ea, your deeds are worthy of a god. You can—" a fierce, irresistible stroke. "Go then to Tiamat, subdue her onslaught. May her anger be pacified by your magic spell." When he heard the command of his father Anshar, he set off, making straight his way. Ea went to seek out Tiamat's stratagem. He stopped, horror-stricken, then turned back. He came before Anshar the sovereign. He beseeched him with entreaties, saying, "My father, Tiamat has carried her actions beyond me. I sought out her course, but my spell cannot counter it. Her strength is enormous, she is utterly terrifying. She is reinforced with a host. None can go out against her. Her challenge was not reduced. It was so loud against me. I became afraid at her clamour. I turned back. My father, do not despair. Send another to her. A woman's force may be very great, but it cannot match a man's. Do you scatter her ranks, thwart her intentions before she lays her hands on all of us? Anshar was shouting in a passion. To Anu his son he said these words, "Stalwart son, valiant warrior, whose strength is enormous, whose onslaught is irresistible. Hurry, take a stand before Tiamat. Soothe her feelings, let her heart be eased. If she will not listen to what you say something by way of entreaty to her, so that she be pacified." When he heard what his father Anshar said, he set off, made straight his way. Anu went to seek out Tiamat's stratagem. He stopped, horror-stricken, then turned back. He came before Anshar, his father who begot him. He beseeched him with entreaties, saying, "My father, Tiamat has carried her actions beyond me. I sought out her course, but my spell cannot counter it. Her strength is enormous, she is utterly terrifying. She is reinforced with a host, none can go out against her. Her challenge was not reduced, it was so loud against me, I became afraid at her clamour, I turned back. My father, do not despair, send another to her. A woman's strength may be very great, but it cannot match a man's. Do you scatter her ranks, thwart her intentions before she lays her hands on all of us?" Anshar fell silent, gazing at the ground. Nodding toward Ea, he shook his head. The Igigi gods and Enuna gods were all assembled. With lips closed tight, they sat in silence. Would no god go out at his command? Against Tiamat would none go as he ordered. Then Anshar, father of the great gods, his heart was angry. He would not summon anyone. The mighty firstborn, champion of his father, hastener to battle, the warrior Marduk did Ea summon to his secret place, told him his secret words. O Marduk, think, heed your father. You are my son who can relieve his heart. Draw nigh, approach Anshar, make ready to speak. He was angry. Seeing you, he will be calm. The Lord was delighted at his father's words. He drew near and waited upon Anshar. When Anshar saw him, his heart was filled with joyful feelings. He kissed his lips, he banished his gloom. My father, let not your lips be silent, but speak. Let me go. Let me accomplish your heart's desire. O Anshar, let not your lips be silent, but speak. Let me go. Let me accomplish your heart's desire. What man is it who has sent forth his battle against you? Why, Tiamat, a woman, comes out against you to arms. My father, creator, rejoice and be glad. Soon you will trample the neck of Tiamat. Anshar, creator, rejoice and be glad. Soon you will trample the neck of Tiamat. Go, son, knower of all wisdom. Bring Tiamat to rest with your sacral spell. Make straight quickly with the storm chariot. Let it not veer from its course. Turn it back. The Lord was delighted at his grandfather's words. His heart was overjoyed as he said to his grandfather, Lord of the gods, of the destiny of the great gods, if indeed I am to champion you, subdue Tiamat and save your lives, convene the assembly. Nominate me for supreme destiny. Take your places in the assembly place of the gods, all of you in joyful mood. When I speak, let me ordain destinies instead of you. Let nothing that I shall bring about be altered, nor what I say be revoked or changed. So there we have it, everybody. Tablet 2 of Enuma Elish. As you can see, battle is imminent, and this shows Marduk kind of rising to prominence within the assembly of the gods. Two very strong gods have gone out to try and defeat Tiamat, and they've been so terrified that they've turned back almost instantly. It's always funny to me that they say that Tiamat is but a woman. She can't stand against any man, except two men have gone out and come back terrified. It takes a special man, apparently, to take on this particular woman. So Marduk is summoned by his father, by Ea, and it's decided that he should be the god to go and defeat Tiamat. And he's not going to do this for free, of course. It's not out of the goodness of his heart. In return for this grand feat of heroism, he demands that he be supreme leader of the gods. that it should be him who ordains destinies instead of anyone else. So I'm not sure if that's a good deal or not. I suppose if you're risking your life, you want some kind of recompense for it. So we'll see what happens. Join me next time. And remember, resist poor scholarship. Always ask, how do you know that?